My name is Alejandra Bravo, and I joined the Board of Arts Starts in 2004. I almost immediately became the board chair, and I was board chair at the organization until 2011. I was part of the board that thought about moving towards a different kind of model for Arts Starts. We did a new strategic plan and identified that the way that Arts Starts works, the value that it can bring to a community, was really desperately needed in the most underserved neighborhoods in the city of Toronto. So we decided to start to work in what were called priority neighborhoods, and less so in a storefront. We did that work incrementally, Chesterlee, Glendower, keeping the site at Dufferin and Eglinton, and continued to grow from there. We wanted to deliver community engagement, develop a sense of community, trigger and become a catalyst for community change using the arts with high quality programming, working with professional artists, and it's something that worked very well. I think a really great example of what can happen when community arts is part of the mix in a neighborhood is the Jane and Woolner Mosaic project. You know, when Arts Starts started working in that community, there was an idea that there would be an installation in the lobby of the buildings. And in fact, it was the tenants themselves who said, "What are you talking about? We have this playground here that's completely derelict, and that's where we need to focus our attention." And because the way that Arts Starts work is flexible and responsive to communities, that is where the attention was shifted. And what was amazing to me is that this playground, which was in a hydro corridor, had completely fallen off the map. The City of Toronto had lost it in its sort of inventory of parks, and it wasn't being maintained. And so through the process of engaging the local school, public housing, private landowners, parks and recreation staff, the community center, this place which really is now a jewel in the community, was rediscovered and rebuilt to become an asset and not just something that was a blight. And the only way that you can do that is if people start to look at each other and say, here's where we are, we have a shared sense of identity and place, and we can find solutions together. And I think that the model that Arts Starts has developed, that it's perfected, it's the leadership that it shows in the community arts sector is something that's needed not just all over the City of Toronto, but all over the region and the country. And I think that the fact that Arts Starts was one of the few areas studied by academics a few years ago, indicating the incredible value of community arts in the development of children, shows that there's a real fact base, there's a real evidence base for why we need high quality community arts, why we need to engage professional artists in any kind of community building work. I can only hope that Arts Starts continues to grow for the next 20 years and to bring its model of excellence and commitment to communities to more areas of Canada.